Hey gang, it's Rob here. As you can see from the beautiful scenery behind me, I am in a park on the Hillsborough River in East Hillsborough County. It's just kind of an open field area. There's really no amenities except these long boat docks for the, I don't know if it's a school that has rowing here, but they do the, what's the proper word for that, sculling? The long boats with the rowing like you see in the Olympics. So they have docks for that, but besides that there's really no amenities. It's just a big open park field that it's been here quite a while. We're going to see if we can find a few coins, maybe an old coin or two. Alrighty. There's a couple of guys having a good time. Alright guys, our second hole. Our first one was a 24 reading, or no, I'm sorry, an 810 reading. Which, like I said, the one gold ring I've recovered was a 10. So I dug it and it was just tin foil. But this is our second hole. It actually gave me a 44-46 reading, so I didn't know what to expect, but we pulled out a quarter. So this is pretty rich soil here, and it's pretty damp from the rain. And we are close to the river, so maybe I'm going to get a little different readings. There's also another reading in the hole, so we're going to see if there's anything in there. Alright. Alrighty gang, we had a second reading in the sidewall here, and as you can see I just took a little bit of sidewall out and stuck in the clod of the sidewall is a, yeah, nickel. I thought it was a nickel. Yep, another nickel's been down there a long time. Little 2-coin spill to start today. Excellent. Alright guys, I don't know how clear you can see this. I'm zoomed in as much as I can go. There's a group that just came down walking through the park. Kind of shocked me. You can see she's in some really ruffled hoopla gown here. It's kind of a, what would you call that? It's not pink. I know there's a phrase for that. I'll think of it in a second. So she carried it. It looked like she was carrying insulation. But coral. I guess it's coral color. But she's got a photographer with her. And she's in this see-through lacy gown that's got a French cut bikini bottom, and then I realized the midriff is clear too, and I also realized she's about 8 or 9 months pregnant. So maybe we're doing a photo shoot to capture the pregnancy right before she delivers. I don't know, but she's here in a bare midriff dress for a photo shoot. Very interesting. Alrighty gang, I guess it's her and her husband celebrating their first baby. Got some professional photographers, so I guess that's what we're doing. Alright, well, since I filmed last, we got a real faint 36-38 signal that turned out to be a piece of metal so deep that I couldn't get it out. And then we got a 12, 14, 16 reading, which I was hoping a nickel, turned out to be a piece of aluminum. But then, just a few feet away, we got this screaming 42 that said it was only 2 to 4 inches down. And guys, I don't usually show this like a lot of other guys do, but this is kind of getting me excited here. Oh, let me zoom out. Alright, I was in the sidewall. Oh, I saw that little bit of silver there and I got excited, but it was just silver because I nicked it with the shovel, or the shovel. So it's just a regular quarter, guys. But I got excited with that little teeny bit of silver showing right there. Alright, our second quarter. No pennies, dimes yet, but 2 quarters and a nickel. Alright. Note to new Minelab owners. If you get a screaming 36 signal that says it's less than 1 inch down, but yet your pinpointer can't really find it, and you take a nice shallow 1 inch plug and you don't find nothing, and then your pinpointer screams at you, you probably don't have a penny. And there's why, guys. That's why my machine was screaming at me. Alrighty. Alrighty, guys. This is our third can in a row we're throwing away. Our lovebird couple's left, walking down the path here, and I will say it's not every day in a county park that you get to see a naked ass in a G-string and a chiffon opaque dress. Yeah, but I'll take it. Well gang, even though every single one of them was a good coin signal, Here's my 7th can I'm throwing into this garbage can right here. And all of them were good, giving me good 42, 44, 36, 30. I'm getting every coin signal I can on cans, but each one's been a can. Alright, well, we will press on. Well, gang, I guess some days are going to just be like this. Can number 8 and a big, huge piece of glass out of that hole. Alright. Woohoo! A 3230 signal. And it's not an aluminum can. It's an aluminum bottle cap. Alright. Okay, right there. I got me a 4446 signal. Really strong. I decided to dig it since my first quarter was on a 4446. And I got that. Some really thick piece of aluminum. And then I come right over here where my machine is showing a 44. And it gave me a really nice beep. 40 to 42 to 44. Thought, wow, I might get another quarter. And we're back to aluminum. A thin piece of aluminum. Alright. I'm going to go sit down and take a rest on that bench, guys. I don't know if you noticed it when I did my intro, that the left side of my face is all swollen up because I had to have emergency dental surgery 3 days ago. 2 days ago. If you all remember from a video in August, I had an impact on wisdom tooth that had to come out, and they got it out, and the pain immediately went away. And at that time he told me, you know, you got a cavity that we're going to need to take care of and possibly grind down and put a crown on. I said, yep, we'll be glad to do that, but I wanted to get the other tooth paid off first. And well, the molar decided not to wait, and the cavity got infected, and really bad infected, and antibiotics didn't knock it out. So I had to go to my dentist for emergency surgery. So I'm pretty weak and dehydrated. He said not to exert yourself, that I could do some metal detecting, but don't kill yourself doing it. And even though I'm taking it easy, it's over 90 degrees out here. So I might just stay out here a little bit longer after I take a break and see if we can find anything more. Alright guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. Now you can see this nice deep hole here. And we actually got a real solid 42 signal. Thought we were back on the board with coins, but no! It's another piece of aluminum. Alrighty. Alrighty gang, a few feet back after that I did my last video section, I got this perfect 12 reading that I thought for sure was going to be a nickel. Nope, turned out to be a piece of aluminum can or something. Then I come over here, I get another 44 reading. And like I say, the problem with that first quarter is when they gave you a 44, not a 42, you want to dig all the 44s now. Except in my life, 99% of 44s have been garbage. And bam, here's another piece of that same aluminum. So this park is right next to an area that Hillsborough County calls a heritage site neighborhood, which is Florida's way of saying it's a historic old neighborhood from the 20s, 30s, and 40s with old, I think the word's architectural style houses, like Frank Lloyd Wright type and stuff. And there's plenty of that here. So I thought, you know, this park will be an old park along with the neighborhood. But I'm really beginning now to wonder if the county or city, whoever this is, used fill to fill a lot of this area in, or took their overfill and just threw it over here because there's some high areas. Well gang, I'm sitting on a picnic table under a huge, probably a couple 100-year-old oak tree that survived the storm okay. And this river is just beautiful out here in the rural part past Tampa. If you look at all the boat docks and the mansions across the river and you want to know how the other half lives, there they are. Dun, dun, dun. Solid 32 reading here. Thought we'd have our first penny and not trash for over an hour. Dun, dun, dun. A sinker. Nice heavy sinker. At least it's not trash. Some days, guys, it's just not your day. Okay, gang, as you can see, I'm out here on the floating easy dock that the boating crews use. And there's a nice scene of the Hillsborough River getting more roll and roll as they go, with some huge, huge cabin cruiser speedboat down there. All right, we got Joey's Magnet in the bucket here. We brought a soda with some trail mix. We took our time and cooled down in the car, and about 45 minutes drank another bottle of Walmart flavored water and had a yogurt. I got a little bit of energy left, and we're going to give this a magnet fishing shot here. I have no idea if we're going to find anything, but let's see what we can do. Alrighty. Okay, Eclectic Closet, this section's for you. There they are. There's the car keys. Yeah, guys, this has just been an absolute shit day, okay? Okay, guys, you're allowed to laugh when I show you this. I just went and borrowed a metal coat hanger from those nice people at the corner house there, and I went to unwind it, and it freaking broke. Okay? Yes, you can laugh your asses off, because if I wasn't so pissed off right now, I'd be laughing too. Alright. Okay, for all my viewers, this has now officially become a comedy video. Alright, and the reason, one, I'm not calling Denise to come get me is, well, first off, because the iPhone is on the console inside the window, which you can't see, but the iPhone's inside. Second off, Denise and 3 girlfriends are all meeting down in Sarasota, which is like 2.5 hours away, for a girlfriend weekend of pastry hopping, I believe is what they're calling it. They're going to all the pastry shops in town and sampling all the pastries. It's taken them months to try and get time where all 4 of them could get together. So she's not home anyway for me to call to bring the spare key. Plus I'm 50 miles from the house, so I'd be out here over an hour anyway, even if she was home, and I could call her. But I can't do either. But we've at least got the wire in the window. So that's a good start. We'll keep you posted. Okay, guys, you ready to keep laughing? I've got the wire in there. You can see it inside my tinted glass, and you can see it right there. And it's 4 inches too short to the inside door handle, and I've got it maxed out. So option A from the nice neighbor is not going to work. So option B is going to go back to the nice neighbor and ask him to use the phone so I can call Denise, and Denise can call AAA, and AAA can come out here and rescue my sorry ass. Okay, that's what we're going to try before I wind up getting a hammer and breaking out my back vent window, and then I can reach in and unlock my car. And I know I can go get one of these at the local junkyard, but that's probably going to cost me $25 to $50 plus the trim and all the work of putting it back. So we're going to try to avoid that. That's going to be like option F. Alright. Alright, guys, stand-up comedian Rob here. The nice gentleman at 608 there let me use his smartphone, and he's got a AAA sticker on his car window. Isn't that convenient? And we called AAA because Denise said she was unavailable. So I guess she's making me be a big boy today. So we called AAA, and of course the first question they ask you is, "Sir, do you have your card with you?" "No, it's freaking locked in the car." "Oh, okay." So I gave my name and my address. "Oh, yes, sir, we see you're a premium member." "You betcha." So they have a locksmith on the way. Alrighty. It's been a long day, guys. I'm going to sit here in the shade. Okay, guys, and here's a postscript to my magnet fishing try on the floating dock down there for the Skull boats. I threw the line in about 10 times, made a line going down the whole length of the floating pier. I made a line on the inside, and I made a line coming down the outside edge. And when I was getting no hits there, I was packing everything up in my little bucket to come to the next pier over here, when I tapped my pants pockets and realized I had no key in there, and just got that automatic sinking feeling, which turned out to be accurate. So we had a crappy day metal detecting. We had a 0 return day on magnet fishing, and we locked our keys in our car. So hopefully he will be here less than an hour. They're sending a locksmith. Alrighty, I'm gonna go relax. Well guys, you can continue to laugh. I've been sitting here for over an hour on that park bench right there waiting for AAA. And it's been hot, but it's been a little breezy. I was in the shade under the bench and I told myself, well, it's not too bad. At least it's not raining while I'm out here. Well, guess what, guys? It just started pouring down rain. And the hits just keep on coming. Hey gang, it's Rob. And if I said this video was going to be a comedy before, it has since turned into a tragic comedy. It is now after 5:30 p.m. I called AAA at 3:30. They guaranteed they'd have a locksmith out here in under an hour. Well, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes now, and nobody showed, so I went and knocked on the nice door of the nice neighbor that helped me out, but he didn't answer his door. I don't know if he's taking a nap with the kids or whatever, or he's just tired of dealing with me. But fortunately, I found a couple 2 doors down that was outside, and the husband agreed to walk down and get the phone number off the decal of the other neighbor's car. And I called AAA back, and I was as professional as I could be for a guy as pissed off as I am right now. And their dispatcher tried telling me that, one, the locksmith service tried calling back the number and got no answer, which I can understand. It's not my phone. And when they couldn't find it, they said they drove by and they couldn't see the car, and nobody was around to flag them down. Well, both of those are lies. I've been sitting here 5 feet from my car on a curb, except for when I was standing under the tree when it was raining, and not a single vehicle with any kind of locksmith or security things can by. The guy is just freaking lying. And I told the dispatcher that. So now they're sending the same guy back out, and it could be another 45 minutes. So this has just been a really effed up day. Alright. Standing by. Guess who's here? Alright gang, it is 6:40 p.m. 3 hours and 10 minutes after calling AAA. I am wonderfully in my car. Of course, as soon as the security locksmith guy showed up, he immediately blamed AAA and said there was confusion with the address. Wow, there's a shocker, huh? And he did apologize numerous times, but he also blamed it completely on AAA. AAA on the phone obviously blamed the locksmith. So, I'm tired. I just ate my last yogurt, opened up my can of flavored water, my last can I got. I am very appreciative of both of those at the moment. The sun is setting over the river, which is really pretty. And I found out that the residents between the 2 nice neighbors over my shoulder that lent me phones, this is a neighborhood built in the 20s, 30s, and 40s and 50s, and the house between them was built in the late 30s or early 40s, and it's been abandoned. So I thought about getting out in the last little bit of light, maybe trying to find my first silver coin, but I ixnayed that because I am not in the mental condition to get excited to find my first silver coin. I want to wait till that is a day that I'm in a happy hunting mood and can appreciate finding that coin. So we're just going to drive home. Like I said, the girlfriend's out of town with 3 other girlfriends, so it's my job tonight to feed the kitties. And I'm already an hour and 44 minutes late on that, and I have a 45 minute to an hour drive home. But our next segment will tell you what I've learned from all this. Okay, let me tell you a little story. My sister and I and Denise have a word that we made up to describe when one of us is an idiot or does something stupid. We call him a Menard, M-E-N-A-R-D, or Menardo, M-E-N-A-R-D-O. A-R-O, I guess, Menardo. I guess you could spell it when you want, when you make it up. But anyway, and that word came about because my sister does hands-free texting with her Bluetooth, and she was trying to send me a text verbally, and her Bluetooth recorded the word retard, which I know is politically incorrect, and it interpreted it as Menardo. So I texted her back and I was like, what's a Menard? And she goes, I don't know what you're trying to say. So I explained it to her, and she said, oh, my Bluetooth text machine reinterpreted that word. So that became our word for somebody doing something stupid. Well, I was a Menard today. It was my stupid fault for locking my keys in the car. And it's my stupid fault for relying on a company to do something that said it would do, that you count your safety and you're being able to get the services done based on this other company. So I'm upset that I didn't have a spare key in the car hidden somewhere. I'm upset that I didn't take my cell phone out with me metal detecting. And both of those are going to change immediately. I'm immediately going to get a hidden key box for the car. And even if I can't find a place to put one magnet, I'm going to drill one into the undercarriage of the car. 2, I'm going to stop using the nice lightweight Garrett waist bag and pouch bag that I've been using, that came free with my nice Garrett pinpointer. And I'm going back to the big 3-compartment, heavier waist pouch bag that I got from Gander Mountain, that we gave away as our grand prize of our first contest. That's got a separate compartment for all my coins and garbage. It's got a compartment for the cell phone, and it's got a compartment for the camera. So that's going to go back into effect, and if nothing else, I will be able to have my phone with me and not have to go knocking on strange people's doors looking like a homeless person, which is another story, and asking for their phone. Oh, and the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to program AAA's 800 number into my phone, so when I have my phone with me, I'm never going to lock myself out again because I'm going to have my spare key. But if the car ever breaks down, I will have their number in my phone. So I'm not one of these people that believes everything happens for a reason or something happens for a reason. But I am definitely going to use today as a learning lesson and learn from it. Okay, and now here's the funny story. In the first 2 hours that I was waiting for the original AAA after my first phone call, I was sitting on that park bench about 25, 30 feet from the car, and I was waiting, and this black gentleman walked by me and made a comment about how high the river tides was, and I said, yeah, it seems pretty high. And we started chit-chatting, and he introduced himself, and I introduced myself, and he kind of stood there and kept talking to me. And I said, I'm just waiting for AAA to come to get me out of my car. I'm locked out of my car. I can't go nowhere. And somehow he misconstrued that to saying that me and my car couldn't go anywhere. And he took it to the fact that I'm wearing a dirty shirt. I've got a pair of shorts on with paint all over them. I got a pair of crappy sneakers on that I wear metal detecting. So he took it that I was a homeless person and I needed money for gas for the car. So he says, can I do something for you? Do you need money? Which was really nice. But I said, no, I got money in my wallet. It's just locked in the car. I'm just trying to get in my car. And again, he said, you know, there's a ministry church down the street that serves free food about this time every day. You could go there. And I was like, okay, well, by then, you know, I knew he was just trying to be nice and he wasn't understanding what I was saying, but I thanked him, and another gentleman walked by and he started talking to that gentleman, and they both walked off together and started talking, and I sat there realizing that obviously people thought I looked like a homeless person. So that was encouraging to my ego. And as you can see, I've already shaved the beard. If I had that Nick Nolte homeless-looking beard, I'd have probably had people dropping money at my feet. So anyway, it's just been a really interesting day, folks. I'm going home.